All right, back on some parking lot pimping. Baltimore in the work truck. I guess it'd be called work truck pimping. Shout out to Reason if you watching this, or if you do watch this rather. Listen to the jazz music. Time for change, man. I'm just sitting here thinking, it is time for change. There's just no reason to keep living like this, and the madness and craziness of this life. I'm just so done with it. You know what I mean? Because they try to trick you, and when you talk like this, and everyone tries to tell you, "Oh, it's not so bad," or "You're whining," or "Man up," it's always judgment. It's never, you know what? You're right. We need to rise up. And if it is that, then it's, oh, we gotta rise up and have this revolution and lead to more negativity. There was this great this movie that I watched, a real old movie. I don't even know what it was called. I watched it when I was a younger man. Anyways, it was this great quote about revolution and how it's like a lie, and how it's really just people living a lie. People who are doing the revolution are living a lie because they're thinking that it's going to accomplish something, and it's really not. They're thinking that they're doing right and they're really doing wrong. But that's a whole nother conversation, because I know people will listen to this and be like, wait, what do you mean you're trying to say that revolution isn't right? Malcolm X was wrong? Nah, that's not what I'm talking about. But the point of it is, it's all, if something's negative in any form, you have to at least consider the fact that maybe we need to rise above that. That's what we need to rise above, any negativity. Like, we shouldn't have to do dirt. Yeah, it takes dirt, to grow flowers. I think I put that in a rhyme one time. I'm sure other people have put it in a rhyme. Put that in a rhyme when I was like 14. But who cares? At the time it seemed very profound, but the reality is, I think in space, like on those spaceships, I'm pretty sure they grow like plants without dirt or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. So I shouldn't use that as an example. The point of it is, though, is there's just like you shouldn't have to kill to live. You shouldn't, what I mean? Nothing should have to be killed so something else can live. I'm sorry. It's all manifestation, and we have to manifest something different, something better. And if we don't, then it's got to be because we choose not to. And I'm telling you, I've talked to so many people that are like, nah, this is the way it should be. I like this. I like the challenge. I like competition. I like, talk about raising the dead. And people are like, what do you mean? Why would you want to raise the dead? People got to die. Someone's got to die so someone else can live. It's always an agreement. And you can tell that 90% of people are in agreement with the system that we have in place. The system, I'm not talking about the government, I'm talking about our manifestation of reality. What we decided that we wanted. Because it comes down to experience. And I realize that people want experience. And they want to experience sadness and sorrow and death. I get that. I don't. So, but I think one thing I've learned about, unity and collective prayer is that you can pray something by yourself and it never get answered. And you ask, you get 100 people praying for something, it can be answered. The prayer can be answered in one night, as opposed to never being answered by yourself. And I don't know what that's all about, but the collectiveness. But so if we can get a lot of people, the problem is in the community of people who are so-called awakened and whatever, they're down with this system too. They're down with because you can just tell there's so much ego, and they're worried about putting their like little events together, and they love putting down people in Hollywood, love putting people down in the government, love snitching, love calling out names. And, it's like they're feeding off of that too. Everyone's feeding off some type of negativity. Everybody thinks they came down here, they incarnated for either to do something wrong or the rights of wrong, right, wrong. And, if you've ever had to do any type of surveillance work or any type of just like, you're watching something and you're watching your peoples. I don't care if you're selling drugs and peeping out the window, or you're the police officer who's looking for the people who are selling drugs. If you've ever had to do any type of wondering what your kids are doing, any of that type of stuff, then there's an eeriness that comes with it, a weird feeling, this feeling of feeling trapped, a feeling of this ain't life. I shouldn't have to be looking over my shoulder, looking out the window, worrying about, And yeah, there's that part of like, oh, I'm kind of like on this little mission, so you get this kind of little buzz from it. But it's to trick you, I'm telling you. It's all lies. It's all lies. So we need people in a whole nother community to rise up and say we are no longer in agreement with this. And if we gotta stay incarnated, then fine. But we want to manifest something different, something better. I don't know. I guess it's something more I gotta go into detail. And I feel like I'm rushed for time. And because you know my videos, I quickly turn them off when somebody comes in. But I've learned something, man. You know, you don't cast your pearls before the swine, and you don't really let people know what you're doing, because it either turns into a situation or you gotta turn it into a joke. And I'm tired of turning everything into a joke. I'm tired of pretending like stuff ain't serious. Oh, it's just me doing a video. You know me, I'm stupid. I'm not stupid, you know. But people only feel safe and comfortable when you put it like that. Oh, that's just Chad doing another one of his dumb videos. Nah, I'm tired of I don't want any frequency being put out at all that is negative anymore, especially not concerning my existence. You know what I mean? This is real. This is real out here. You know? It's real out here and it's real in here. And that's the full circle of manifestation. So I don't know. I mean, just stuff to think about, I guess, you know, but I hope we can really. That's why I'm saying I always, you know, I don't, because I don't really talk to nobody, but if I was on a situation where I was talking to people, I'd ask them straight up, look, what do you want out of life? You want positivity or negativity? Like if you had to choose right now, positive or negative, what would you choose?